Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we are doing part 3 of my declutter series. We are going drawer by drawer, decluttering my collection, showing you things. This isn't going to be a ruthless declutter, it's just going through things in my collection, swatching, all of that stuff. Now with all of that said, the third drawer we're diving into is my lipstick drawer. It's very chaotic. It's very messy, dare I say. No matter what I do, it always gets more messy and shit, so we just need to sort that out. So let me take you into the drawer and let's get started. And I will be swatching all of my lipsticks. So these are all of my lipsticks. Okay, that's bothering me. I have put the lipsticks that are currently in my November Shop My Stash back in here just because it makes it a bit easier. I looked through all of my tote bags and everything and fished out a few lip products too to make sure we've got every single thing. I also keep my nail polishes in here, which is ironic because I don't paint my nails that often. I really should do my nails soon, actually. I'm not gonna touch my nail polishes, we're just gonna leave this. We're just focusing on the lipsticks. So let's take all of this out and dump it on the floor, shall we? Welcome again to my famous grey carpet at this point. I'm going to dump all of these out and then we're going to separate them in terms of... do we do formula or do we do colour? I'm not too sure, we'll figure it out. I'm a little bit overwhelmed looking at all of this, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's start with neutral lipsticks. So, like brown neutrals. I think these are all the brown neutral like lipstick products that I have. I really don't know how to do this. Let's put like neutral glosses as well. Okay, this is kind of very broad. I have basically included all of my like neutral lipsticks and then glosses, and then these are kind of like brownie toned lip products. I feel like this makes the most sense being all together like this. I think actually maybe like that. So let's start off with the neutral lipsticks. Or is this? It's more brown. I want to compare this to these colours. So sorry, it's a bit all over the place. First lipstick I have right here is from Colourpop. It's in the shade Unreal. It's a blur formula. And this is my like #1 handbag, like lip product, because it is such a nice formula. I really like the blur formula. As we know, I don't buy from Colourpop anymore. I don't support them. But I do still have some products and they still send me PR despite me taking myself off the PR list. It's a whole fiasco. But this is the colour. It's a really beautiful brown tone neutral and I do use it quite a lot. I'm gonna be honest, very, very utilitarian in my collection, so we're gonna be keeping that. Actually, we're gonna put keeps on this side and then get rids on this side. Then we have this is the SKyeTheCloud Kiss of a Fairy Velvet Lipstick in Light Peach. These SKyeTheCloud lipsticks, underrated, like both formulas. They are incredible. I really wish they'd release more colours. They still haven't since their launch. I should probably like not do too much. But this velvet lip formula is so nice and creamy. It's a bit more peachier compared to the Colourpop one, but this is one of my most used lipsticks. The formula is great, it wears well. You're probably gonna hear me saying like, oh, this is my favourite with a lot of things. I just have a lot of favourites, okay? I don't like to keep things in my collection that I don't enjoy, typically. Then we have Adobe by Kaleidos. This is my favourite matte liquid lipstick formula. And again, it's that really nice nudie colour. I do have an entire video dedicated to my Kaleidos liquid lipstick collection if you want to hear about my thoughts on the lip glaze. Is this basically a liquid lipstick version of Light Peach? Yes. They are the same colour, however, they are both heavily used, keeping. Then we have the Kiss of a Fairy cream lipstick formula in Love Jasmine. Little Jasmine from SKyeTheCloud, that lip gloss formula, used to be my favourite. Actually, I think I still have it. Hang on, I should put that in the gloss section. I still own it. I completely overlooked it, but that used to be my #1 lip product, and ever since this came into my life, I don't really use Little Jasmine that much, which is a shame, but I just love this formula. It's so glidey and hydrating. It's incredible. Again, this is basically a glossier formula version of the Light Peach from Untitled, but I love this colour. Like, I've used this to death and will continue to use it to death. So far, not great in terms of decluttering, but we move. So now we have glosses. So I think I'm gonna actually do this. These are the more like sparklier glosses, and then these are the more like cream finish ones. So first we have the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral lip balm, glossy lip balm, and I don't like the applicator that much. It's like a cone. I'd rather it have like a flat edge, but this lip formula is so nice. It is literally like a liquefied lip balm with a bit of tint to it. Again, another really easy thing to just throw on your lips and then continue on, and I really like the packaging, so I'm keeping. And then we have this product from Colourpop. This is their Luxe Lip Oil. This is in the shade Hot Shot. I haven't actually used this that much, but I kept this because I figured out of all the lip oils that they sent me, this would be the one that I'd use a lot. I did actually keep a cherry one that I like halfway used up, but I don't know where it's gone. I've lost it. But I think I'm going to... It's basically like a more warmer version of the Rare Beauty one. I prefer the Rare Beauty one. It has more colour to it. This one, I think I am going to keep in a makeup bag that I bring to Greg's. I also think I should probably just use this as a lip balm. Like, I would use the Rare Beauty Glossy Lip Balm as a lip balm, but I love the colour so much that I don't want to, like, exclusively use it as a lip balm, you know? So I might actually use this one as such. So I'll be keeping this, but I think this is gonna live on my desk in my bedroom, and I'll just be, like, applying it while I'm playing video games. And then we have my old favourite. This is Untitled Little Jasmine. This is quite old. It still has that Kiki Bonbon scent to it. Kiki Bonbon are a Slavic Balkan candy, basically like Starburst. I used to love this. Honestly, never reach for it anymore. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I think because I just prefer the lipstick version now. I've just applied it on my lips and it looks really pretty, but I think I'm gonna like do half and half. Like half this and then half the cream version of it. Is there any point keeping it if I'm not using it? I look really weird because I have half and half. This half is the gloss in Little Jasmine, and then this half is the lipstick in Love Jasmine. And honestly, I kind of prefer this side. Like, the Little Jasmine has like a little bit more like pinkiness to it. I prefer a bit more brown in my neutrals nowadays, so I think I'm gonna declutter it. It feels a bit like an end of an era, but I feel like I'm using the lipstick version so much more, so this is gonna be decluttered. Now we're moving on to the sparkly glosses. So first we have the Half Magic Beauty Magic Drip gloss in Magic Brownie. Say that 10 times fast. This is my most sparkly gloss. Like, this and the Kaleidos Lucid Lip Glosses are my most sparkly. The applicator's really tiny, so you do have to do like a couple dips to get like a full lip application, but it's a beautiful brown toned gloss with a lot of sparkle in it. It's my first Half Magic Beauty product, and I really want to get the liquid lipstick in Magic Brownie. However, do I look like I need another neutral brown? I don't think so, but I'll be keeping this. Then we have Fenty Beauty Cake Shake Gloss Bomb. This was a limited edition holiday one in a pack like a few years ago. I don't think they made a full size of this. I know they make full sizes of a lot of Fenty glosses, but I don't think they did it with this one. And it's like a light beige. It's got some silver sparkle to it. And honestly, when I have like a look where I don't really want much colour to my lips, but I do want a nice glossy shine, I do reach for this one. And then we have Old Reliable. This is my second tube of this. It's Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. Oh, this was the gloss that made me fall in love with lip gloss. And I used to collect the Fenty Beauty gloss bombs, but I've decluttered them and used them up over the years. It's a really solid formula, basically a gloss version of all of these lip colours. Like, even though all of these colours are in the same sort of like bracket, I can tell minute differences between them, and this one has a good amount of shimmer in it as well. Like, I'll keep that. And then we have this. I love these Kaleidos Lucid lip glosses. This is the shade Dramatize. This was sent in PR. These have long been discontinued, and as you can see, I have used this to the bone. I've been scraping the sides. Like, there's only like a tiny bit of product right there. This is just the most beautiful. They never brought these glosses back, by the way, which pisses me right off because this gloss formula is great and so like duochrome and sparkly. I'm mad that they don't do this anymore. I know they came out with a new gloss formula, like lip vinyls. I actually have no idea what they're called. But they don't have a colour like this. This is Dramatized, like I said. It's like a nice warm strawberry shade. This is so old. It's so fucking old. And it's starting to smell. But you know what? I'm really happy with how much I have used this. Again, an end of an era, but it's getting old and stinky. I should get rid of it. Now the question is, can I fit the rest of the swatches on my arm? For the brown category, we now have Rare Beauty Kind Words lipstick in Wise. This was such an unexpected favourite. Like, I remember when I like placed a mini Rare Beauty order, I wanted to get a different shade of their Kind Words lipstick, but it was out of stock. It was like one of these kind of brownie shades, as you can see. But I ended up going with this one instead, Wise, and it is a beautiful, like, true neutral brown nude on me. But it's just got the right amount of coolness in it, and it works with so many different looks. I constantly am reaching for this one. The formula is really lovely. It reminds me of the Udden's Eye ones, maybe a bit creamier than those, like slightly more creamier. It's incredible. I love it so much. And I know that this one from Colourpop that I kept is, what's it called? Good Times. It's another it's another one of their blur formulas. I like the blur formula. But anytime I think to reach for this lipstick, I always end up going back to Rare Beauty Wise, even though this lipstick is beautiful and it is different enough from the Rare Beauty one. That's why I kept it, because it's a lot more like chocolatey than like neutral. But I just go for the Rare Beauty one more, and I just don't end up using this one that much. So I think I'm gonna declutter that one. And then that moves me on to two more Kaleidos lip clays. This one is the shade Cold Smoke. And again, anytime I think to use Good Times, I instead go for Rare Beauty or Cold Smoke. Cold Smoke's one of my favourites. And it's so, yeah, Cold Smoke is like the same colour, dude. Because you can blur this out. Like, the lip clay formula is so good if you've not tried it. And then we have this one. This one's not really a neutral, but I'm putting it in this category anyway. This is Mercury Wave from Kaleidos. It's kind of more purple grey. Like, it's so not a neutral. I really like this lipstick. I don't use it too often. Like, Skye from 2017 would eat this shit up. Like, me when I started doing makeup, these kind of colours were my jam. I still like them, but I don't use them as much as I used to. I still really like it enough to keep it, especially blotted down. It looks really good like that. And then the final lipstick we have to talk about is from About Face, and this is their Cherry Pick lip colour butter in the shade The Cranberries. Again, I was on the website, on Beauty Bay actually, and they were having a sale. And I wanted a different shade of this lip colour butter. I wanted the shade Nashi Pear, I believe it's called, which again, it's one of these kind of colours, but that was out of stock, so I decided to get the Cranberries. It's one of these like clicky uppy ones, because the formula's so like creamy and like viscous. That's a great swatch, Skye. I didn't put enough product up. Here we go. This is like so buttery and like almost like a stick gloss. Like, you have to be kind of careful with it, and it is quite a dark brown on me, but it looks really pretty. I love this shade. I'm glad that I actually have like a really hyper glossy kind of like brown, and I can make this more like neutral and padded down, but I'll be keeping that. Really like it. I would like to get more shades in it, but I want to use up some other things first. So those are all of my like neutral, hang on, let me lay down. I'm literally laying on the floor. Hello! So these are all of my neutral lipsticks and glosses. It's time to swatch the next category, which I actually have no idea which one we're gonna do next. I think we should do like rosy neutrals now, right? I feel like that makes sense as like a segue. These are all of my pinky rosy lip products. Also, I forgot to say that I'm going to be doing lip liner swatches at the end because I don't have that many lip liners and I don't think I'm going to declutter any of them. I don't know, we'll see. Radio, so again, let's go by gradient, shall we? I think that's about right. So first we have a lip clay from Kaleidos. This is the shade Bear. I love, love, love this one. The packaging is actually like kind of like rubbing off because I put this in my bag a lot. It is like my perfect pinky nude. Like, look at that! It's so cute. Oh my god, this swatch is hideous. I love this lipstick with all my heart, 100% keeping. And then the next one we have is Pink Moon, again from that same like set that they did. This one I also really like. If I want something a bit more pink compared to Bear, because Bear is like a pinky toned neutral, but this one is like a proper like pink lipstick. It's very girly pop. Why are my swatches so terrible all of a sudden? I mean, they were never that great, but now they're just actually terrible. I really like this one. I feel like a lot of people would choose between the two of them, like which one they'd reach for most, but I like both, so I'm keeping both. And I use both a lot. The next one, I love this colour. This is the Jason Wu Beauty Hot Fluff Lipstick in Gingerbread. I've said in my Shop My Stash that this is not a gingerbread colour. This is a pink. This is a pink. This is not gingerbread, gamer. It doesn't feel thick on the lips. It's just like so powerfully saturated in colour that it's really nice. Again, it's like part of the gradient here, you see, but it's a great colour and formula, heavily underrated, really like it. And then we have the glosses and liquid lipsticks. Actually, let's do the liquid lipsticks first, question mark? Yeah. So this is the Alter Ego liquid lipstick. This is the shade Euphoria. This was sent in PR. And it's just kind of like your standard liquid lipstick formula. And to be honest, I honestly don't really reach for this kind of formula that often. I used to be ride or die for liquid to matte, dry down completely liquid lipsticks. Nowadays, the Kaleidos lip clays are more my jam, or bullet lipsticks. And this is a nice colour, but I honestly don't really reach for it. And same goes for this one. This is Auden's Eye Perfect Plum. This colour I used to love, like, dabbing on and blotting out. But again, wait. Oh no, it still smells good. And this colour is similar to the Alter Ego one. Oh my god, ew. Ew. I've just blended those two swatches together, essentially. But the Perfect Plum one is maybe a shade darker and a hint more... No, it is literally like a hair darker. They are essentially the same lip product. However, I'll be honest, I don't reach for either of them. So... And their lip formula is fine. Like, it is a standard liquid to matte lipstick formula. It's not too drying, it is nicely long lasting, and it doesn't flake off my lips. Like, I would recommend these lip formulas to you, but I personally just don't reach for them anymore, so I'm gonna declutter these. And then the two glosses we have Fenty Beauty Fussy, which I love this one. I love her so much. I am running low. I think if I let this product settle, I have like maybe about that much left. I love this gloss. It is fantastic. It's just a really nice sheer pink. It's sheerer than the Fenty Glow gloss. I feel like the Fenty Glow has a bit more colour to it, but this one is just such a nice sheer pink. And it looks different enough from the, like, sheer, like, you know, like, neutral bronze that Cake Shake is. Like, there's still enough colour that you can tell. It is really lovely keeping. This one, unfortunately, is suffering from the same demise as Dramatize from the Kaleidos Lucid Lip gloss. This is Hypnotize, and this one I got in PR, and again, I am literally scraping the sides for any scrap of product left. And this smells worse than the Dramatized one. Like this, ugh, it smells like gone off, like, it has like a weird sweetness to it. Like, you know when you have that sweet sour scent when things have expired? It smells like that. But I love this gloss. It's a sparkly, like, cool-toned purpley pinky gloss. I still use this even when I knew it was expired. Like, I just love this gloss, but unfortunately I think it is time to say goodbye. It's gone off, but hey, I have gotten so much use out of this, it's essentially empty, so I'm taking that as a fucking win. And that goes for all of my pinky neutrals, so we're only keeping, what, 4? Which is great. Okay, let's get the colourful lipsticks, shall we? Right, these are all of my, like, colourful lip products. Now, I remember back in the day, I used to wear, like, blues, greens, fucking, like, yellow lipstick. I used to go fucking crazy with my lip product choices. Nowadays, I'm not really that ham on the lips. Sometimes I am, but not as much as I used to, which makes me a bit sad that I'm not as much, but it's just the way things go sometimes. So here we have, like, pinks, here we have deep reds, here we have, like, red, just red, and then here are my, like, weird lipstick colours. Let's start with the pinks. So first we have Wild Apple from Kaleidos. I feel like I'm on a mission to basically get almost all of these lip clays. Like, I just love this formula. And this is a, like, strawberry pink. Or should I say raspberry? Strawberries aren't even pink, they're fucking red. It's a really pretty raspberry colour with like a red undertone to it. I really like it. I feel like out of all my lip clays, this is like my second least used, but I still like use it enough to warrant keeping it, so I'm keeping it. And then we have this one. This is fun. This was my first, like, these two were my first Kaleidos lip clays. Fun fact, one of my friends actually bought, like, both of the sets when they first came out, and she told me, she was like, Skye, I'm not gonna use these two shades, do you want them? And I said, fuck yeah, I'll take them. And that sparked my love for this lip formula that I bought the rest. That was before they actually sold these individually. But this is Cactus Flower, and this, my friends, is a bright ass pink. Like, it's, oh, it's kind of mad. Honestly, I do reach for Cactus Flower more than Wild Apple, because Cactus Flower has so much like pa-pow to it. It's so fucking electric, and I always get compliments whenever I wear this, like out in public. People fucking love this colour on me, which is lovely. I love this one. Keeping. And then we have this gloss from Fenty. This is Pretty Please. Again, this was in a holiday pack a few years ago, and I've actually like used a bit of it. You can actually see. I don't know if they made this a full size either. I don't really keep up with Fenty that much nowadays. But this is a lovely, like, baby pink gloss. Like, electric pink, I should say. It's a hot pink gloss, not baby pink. Like, it shears out to a nice, like, baby doll colour. I'll be honest, I don't... Do I need to keep this? It is, like, useful for when I want, like, a bit of pinkiness to it, but I don't know if I need it necessarily. I'll put that in the maybe pile. I'll compare it to my Fenty Beauty Fussy. Okay, we're moving on to the like deep reds. So first we have Cognac from Kaleidos. This is brilliant. It's like a dried blood colour and I've used a lot of this. I think I need to get another one soon. This is such a good colour. It's got a nice amount of brown to it, but still is red. Dark red lipstick is just my vice. It's my muse. I love dark red lips on me. I think they just complement my features so well. Cognac's fucking beautiful. It's one of my favourite shades of my collection. I'll keep that, definitely. Then we have the Black Moon Cosmetics Sinister Satin lipstick in Elm Street. I remember being so excited about this. Excuse me? Hang on a minute, what's that on the bullet? It smells a bit like crayons. I've not had this for too long, but the bullet, like, I think there's like something, hang on. I've got to show you this. I really don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's really tiny and microscopic, but it's starting to like have some like either wax blooming or like fuzziness on it. Like, and like when I touch it, it feels like fuzzy. I'll swatch it anyway for you, but I don't think I'm going to keep that. It also smells like crayons so strongly, and I don't think it ever used to. And I really liked this lipstick formula back in the day. It's a really nice, like, satin lip product formula. I would be curious to buy one of these again, but, like, Black Moon is so expensive to get in the UK, and also, like, if it's gone off, like, this quick, and they have some really cool, unique colours, but, like, I think mine's gone off. I don't know, maybe it hasn't and I'm being dramatic and maybe it is just wax blooming, but it feels fluffy when I touch it. Like, it's so fine, like really fine, but when I touch it, it feels fuzzy. And wax blooming, I know from experience with my candle business, wax blooming does not feel fuzzy. It feels like wax. Like, it feels like the product. Like, maybe like a bit of a slightly different texture, but you can smooth it out and like blend it in with the wax and it feels like normal again. It does not feel fluffy. That felt a bit fluffy to me. Yeah, shame. I really like the colour, but don't want you in my life. And then we have Rubino from Kaleidos. Now this, oh, I love it. And it's essentially the same colour as the Black Moon one, actually. So, if anything, blessing in disguise. I'm gonna make sure that this wand doesn't touch the Black Moon swatch, because I don't want to contaminate that. It's a bit more red when you, like, sheer it out. This is a beautiful, beautiful colour. You do have to work with it a bit more. I find Kaleidos' lip clay formula, the darker shades, you do have to finagle with a little bit, like this one and Cognac, and then this shade that we'll talk about. But I really don't mind doing that because it's such a gorgeous colour and it blots down beautifully. Like, you can, like, easily, like, blend out these colours, you see, to something really nice. Like, even, well, Cognac's actually dried down quite a bit, but, like, if I really try, so you can blend it into like a neutral brown. I think that's why I love the lip clay formula so much, because they're really like, you can really customize them, and I like that with my lipsticks. Any whoosies, moving on to the red category, we have this Fenty gloss, again from the same pack, and this is Cheeky. It's like a reddish orangey gloss. It's a really pretty colour and it is a bit more my speed than the Pretty Please gloss, but I don't know, I don't really see myself reaching for it. Like, I haven't really reached for it a lot at all lately, so I'm gonna probably declutter that one too. And then we have this colour. This is from Colourpop and it's the shade Trust Me, and this is a very classic red. I call this my Taylor Swift red. It is your bog standard, like, red. This is their Matte X formula, which is lovely. Yeah, I honestly don't wear this colour that often, however it does come in handy when I need a classic bright red. Like when I did my 1989 recreation of Taylor's makeup, it was very useful for that. It was actually perfect for that. And then we have the weird colours. I hate calling them weird colours, but that's just how we're gonna describe them. So first we have Agave from Kaleidos. Now this one is a deep teal. It is beautiful. I love deep teals. I think everybody looks good in a deep teal, and if you don't think that, well, don't knock it until you try it, because it's just so striking, but so, like, appropriate for everybody, regardless of your skin tone, like undertones, whatever. This one, out of all the Kaleidos lip glaze, you really have to fucking work with it, though. To be honest, with my experience with colourful lipsticks, this kind of shade and purples, and also like really light pastel shades, are really difficult to formulate, so you do have to work with them a bit more on your lips. But I love it. I'm willing to go through the work, put in the time and the hours for it, because it's just so beautiful on my lips. But last but not least, in the lipstick category, we have Abyss from Lethal Cosmetics. This is their Chimera liquid lipstick. Now, I say that I don't really like liquid lipsticks anymore. The only colour that I enjoy in a liquid lipstick format, and the only one that I want in my life, is a black, because if I'm gonna wear a black, I need it to be extremely black, extremely saturated, and to not fucking move on my lips. I have actually gone through, like, completely used up and finished about 3 or 4 black liquid lipsticks in my makeup journey lifetime, and that's saying something. I fucking love black liquid lipstick. That being said, I mentioned this in my Get Ready With Me, but this one is going off, or it has gone off. It smells fucking awful. However, this is the only black liquid lipstick in my collection, and I'm not ready to give it up until I replace it. So I think I'm gonna buy the About Face liquid lipstick to replace this with. However, I don't want to get rid of this until I have that one, so this is staying, but it will be, like, replaced, so. And those right there are all of my colourful lipsticks. Okay, I need to make a decision on these two, because I'm sitting on them and I should really make a decision. So I'm just gonna whip out some of the ones that I've kept in the pinky category and just compare them, like, quickly. I think I'm gonna do that on my, like, just on my arm, because I'm gonna swatch my lip liners on my hand, just because it's a bit easier. So first, we'll use the Control, actually. We'll use Wild Apple first. Doesn't need to be a neat swatch, it just needs to be the colour. And then we'll have Jason Wu. Nope. Not even in the same fucking ballpark. Then we have Bear. Not even in the same ballpark. Pink Moon. This might have been a bit pointless to do, actually. I don't think I'm ready to give it up. I think I'm still gonna keep it. But Pretty Please, I feel like if I'm gonna reach for a pink gloss, I am just gonna go for Fussy. I think I'm gonna get rid of Pretty Please, because if I'm gonna wear, like, a bright pink, I'm just gonna wear one of my other shades, so I'm just gonna declutter that. And now we are gonna swatch my lip liners, and we're gonna do that on my hand because it's easier for me to show you up close, because I'm not gonna do, like, really wide swatches for them. So let's start off with this one. This is from Colourpop. This is the shade Bumble, and this is like a pinky nude. I really like pairing this with Fussy, keeping. Then we have this one. This is Frenchie. I like to pair this with the red from Colourpop. It's like this one's like a warmer toned red, but it is nice to have. We have this from Made by Mitchell. I got this in a mystery bag. This is the shade In the Cooler. And honestly, it's a very, like, yellow toned olive brown. If I'm gonna wear a lip liner, I don't really want it to be this light. Like, this is, like, the lightest that I'll go, but this is, like, a bit too light, and it looks a bit weird on me, this colour. it just makes my teeth look so yellow and so, like, I look a bit weird. I'm gonna get rid of that. Then we have this from Beauty Bay. This is the shade Vintage. These lip liners are very firm and kind of scratchy. Honestly, I prefer more creamy lip liners, but this is just a classic brown. I don't really like the formula that much. It does last really well because it's so firm. I just prefer something creamy, but I love pairing this with the cranberries, and I don't want to get rid of it. As per every video of mine, my camera battery died. But the last lip liner we have to talk about is this one from Colourpop called On Ice. I have hiccups, so trying to cut those out while I do this, but that's what On Ice looks like. It's a really deep, like, purpley cranberry shade. I really like pairing this when I really want a sharp lip line with my Kaleidos lip clay in Rubino. These pair really nicely together. Honestly, getting rid of that lip liner makes me quite happy. I just need like a neutrally lip liner. Although, but I don't think I'd use like a neutral brown lip liner. Like, I use this pinky one, but I don't think I need a brown lip liner. With all of that said and done, these are all of the lip products that I'm keeping. Let me just get all of them in. How exciting. So let's go back over to my drawers and put all of this away. This feels a lot less overwhelming. This is my completed lip drawer. It's so much less overwhelming, and that's really what I wanted from this series, was just to make my collection a little bit more manageable. If you're curious about why I decluttered, I have decluttered 10 lip products, which for my like medium-sized collection is quite a lot, but I am really happy with what I've decluttered. It's kind of like this is all the stuff that was kind of dead in my drawer, just like not really being used and all of that, and now I just have things that I love. And also part of me knows that like these two Colourpop ones, once I use them up, I'm not gonna repurchase them. Like, I'm just gonna use them and enjoy them, and they're good staple like handbag products. This has been a very successful one, so that is the end of drawer number 3. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, what are some lipsticks in your collection that you have decluttered recently? If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's faerie.skye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. If you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. We're a small queer-owned business based in the UK, and we make handmade candles and wax melts. The link to shop will be down below, along with our social media if you'd like to enjoy us. Wow, doing videos with hiccups is like a whole new thing. I can barely get a sentence out without just like hiccuping. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here. As always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!